Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Walking This Way's Impact Voice. I'm your host, Furman Jackson Jr., broadcast you live from my hometown, my city, Mobile, Alabama. I hope everybody's having a great Friday morning. Hope everybody got everything accomplished on today. Hope everybody just making things work for you and just being about our Father's business each and every moment that we get. And I'm excited about my guest I have here this morning. I'm about to get ready to pull him in. He's an up and coming artist here in the city of Mobile. He's making major moves. And I want to thank him for being here. And I want to say, Truth, man, thank you for taking time out to beat the schedule, to be a part of Walking This Way's Impact Voice. How you doing this morning, my brother?
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Blessed. And I just thank you once again, man, taking time out to beat the schedule, to be a part of this morning broadcast, of course, and truly excited, honor for you to be on here, man. So let the listening audience know who you are, what you're about, and who is the man behind the artist.
Okay. My name is I go by the name of I'm True the Real. That is IMTRU underscore DAREAL. The man behind the artist is actually I wanted to do something a little different with R&B music. Um, I kind of wanted to bring back the flavor a little bit of lyrical storytelling
Right.
about positive things, I guess you could say. A lot of music now, even R&B, it's a lot of negative stuff.
Yeah.
With what the person can get out of each other. If it's a man, what can you get from the woman? If it's a woman, what can she get from the man? Nobody really pretty much talking about falling in love again or actually being with someone. So I kind of wanted to bring that aspect a little bit back to R&B music, but kind of give it a little bit a twist with new wave. I call it atmospheric highway music.
Mm-hmm.
Music you can listen to when you're riding down the highway. Got a lot of melodic lines and different types of stuff in it. So that's really what I'm really about. My goal as far as that. Um, I want to be very different with R&B, but still have the old school R&B lyrical storytelling to it.
Man, that's what's up right there. The type of music that we grew up on. If you look into the modern day R&B, well, like you said, ideas today, back then when we growing up in our era, it was about that one woman that I'm gonna be committed to this one woman. That
Yeah,
from death do us part to we old and gray. I'm still gonna love you no
mm,
matter what. This is the first that I laid my eyes on you. So I'm glad that you're bringing that aspect back to that genre of music, to that arena, which it never went out of style, like you said, just bringing it back. So
hmm
I know you had a lot of musical influences, of course, and I got a lot of questions for you. And
okay.
and I know my next question is, I know you said you mentioned your name. How did that name come about? With the truth name, how did it all came about with that?
Man, it's kind of funny actually. True, man. For me being young, growing up, me knowing that I eventually wanted to, do music. That name just always stuck with me for some reason. Like I never let go of that name. From being young, I always knew that I wanted to be called True. Uh, so it's kind of crazy that it stuck with me as long as it did, and I never really let it go. Um, but I always wanted to spell it a little differently, like besides without the e. Um, I wanted to be TRU. I've always had that same spelling, everything from me growing up. It's always been the same exact way. Now the real part comes from I guess the place where I was just writing, and I wanted to kind of explain and use a name to kind of say I'm being real to the music. So that's what hence from true the real comes from. True
Okay.
being real to the music, and that's what that's what that really means.
All right, that's what's up right there. And how long have you been? I mean, how like growing up? Have you always was fascinated with music growing up?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
always been. My family is very musical, so it kind of was. I really had no other choice but to really be, grow up in it in some kind of way. My mother, she's a gospel artist. I got family members that do it, so I couldn't run from it even if I wanted to. It always was going, and I really grew up in gospel.
Okay.
So that's what I was doing for a long time till I was about maybe 26. I was doing gospel all the way up to that point.
Okay. Man, that was up. And so it was always in your bloodline. And it was always there. So like I said, you couldn't run from it, but it was always there.
Yeah, it was always there.
Always there. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and if we get back, we're gonna jump right back into the interview with Truth. And I know we have Emo, our media journalist, with the news. So Emo, take away with the news, and after that, we're gonna jump right back into the interview.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. Go ahead, take away with the latest
Okay,
news.
awesome. Hey, everybody. It's your girl Emo with the news. So on today, we only have a couple of more days until election day. So everybody, please get out and vote. Your vote matters. So please cast your votes. On today's news, I want to talk about the earthquakes that have popped off. So we are in the process of going through hurricanes and earthquakes. The word will continually fulfill itself if you are paying attention. So, guys, pray for all those that have been affected by the hurricanes, the tropical storms, and the earthquakes. Also, let me pull this up right quick on my iPhone, guys. iPhone does have a new update out where you can tap the back. So all the iPhone users, how do y'all feel about that new update? I'm going to pose that question on our Facebook page, guys. Awesome. Here we go. So, how do you all feel about everything that's going on with the election? Walmart has pulled all the guns and the ammo from the shelves because of the tensions rising because of the elections. So we want to know, how does it make you feel that elections are coming up? Do you feel like violence will break out? Do you feel like there will be rioting based on who wins the election? Let us know. We're going to be posing this question on our Facebook page during the Zoom. So when we hop off, we'll go over to Facebook and see what your comments are. That's all my news that I have for now. I'm looking forward to this show. Shouts out to our artist that's on today. Super excited to hear his story. Hey.
Hey.
Awesome. Thank you, Emo, with the latest news and updates. And like I said, man, I'm very honored to have our special guest here this morning. Took time out of busy schedule. Also, big shout out to Antoinette Warburton. She one made this connection for Truth to be a part of the podcast. Big shouts out to her. Also, today is her birthday, so happy 30th birthday to her as well.
Happy birthday.
So she set it all. She set it all up for. But we're gonna jump right back into the interview. You know how we finna spice it up. It's gonna take it to another notch. And I know, Truth. I know you have a lot of artists that you mentioned in your bio that inspired you. And you mentioned some heavy hitters. You mentioned like Michael Jackson. We know Mike Jackson the GOAT. You know you got Usher. You got Tyrese, The Weeknd, Drake, and Brandy. How did they music influence you?
Well, I guess I can talk about each one individually, what they gave to the inspiration. Brand, I'm gonna start with her first. Brandy inspired me with her vocals, her harmonies. Everything is just always just so nice and sweet, and so I've always loved that about her, and it always been something that I've been striving to perfect and better with my own voice as well. Um, so I take inspiration from her and listen to her music for that aspect. Michael Jackson inspired me as far as being a showman. You know, being commanding on the stage. If his hand goes up, everybody gonna stop. With so that inspired that aspect of me as far as him just being just a perfect, just entertainer, overall entertainer. Uh, Drake kind of falls in the same line as far as Brandon. A lot of his stuff is very melodical. I don't even really consider him a rapper, to be honest with you. I mean, he raps, but I don't even really consider him a rapper. I consider him just an artist. He kind of pulls stuff out of the hat every now and then that's different. So I like that. Tyrese, like old school R&B. Um, I love what he brought to the table as far as his lyrics. put his soul into how he sung. He actually being emotional when he sang. You actually feeling the emotion. That's something I try to do, and will try to do with my music as well. If you don't feel it, then it's not really hitting anything. Um, so that's just some to name a few about what those kind of artists brought to as far as inspiring me.
Okay, awesome. And I know, like you said, you just having that ear to hear on which artist brings to the table, and just
Mm-hmm.
saying, well, no, the beat's good, but you actually with that lyrics, and like you said with Mike, Mike will make fans cry. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah. Like he won't even. I mean, he won't even. He can literally just walk out on stage and people just go crazy. Like it was crazy.
It is, and like I said, having that energy, having that fire, having that work ethic, and you like I said, you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned some great names that influence you, inspire you in your music. My next question is: do you have any music out now, and where can the listening artists go to purchase your music? Because we believe in supporting each other, especially what you got going on. And I know you got a big news coming up as well. And I know you're gonna talk about it here on the broadcast this morning. So, with your music out now, where can the listening artists go to purchase your music?
Okay, yeah. Actually, my first EP just dropped this morning. Actually, well, last night. Uh, you can find that on all digital outlets. It's called "Take Me as I Am," and I'm true to real. I'm gonna spell it again for people that could spelling be hard for people. I am TRU underscore DAREAL, and you can find that on all music digital platforms. And that just released today.
And man, congratulations to you. Big ups to you. Staying consistent. And the more you stay consistent, you start seeing the fruits and the manifestation of what you're
Yeah,
doing. Man,
with your
congratulations to
label.
you. Most definitely. And my next question is, and what I know you had mentioned, in what way do you want your music to make an impact on others? I know you mentioned, how the day R&B went to a whole nother direction, but you're bringing that old school feel to
Hmm.
up the part. So, what impact do you want to make on the listening audience when they play your music, whether it's on all different media outlets?
Well, the impact I want to leave with others. I want people to feel it uh, emotionally.
Mm.
I want people to listen to it and actually. It's good when somebody can tell you that they get a chill from listening to your music, or what I'm saying, or they actually take heed to what you're saying, and actually put action to it. Um, a lot of guys now, especially African American guys, we get looked at as being, cheaters.
Yeah.
We ain't no good. We ain't this and that. So I want to kind of leave that impact that we actually it's actually something that actually are good. You know what I'm saying? That we actually are out here trying and actually are here doing good things. And I want people to kind of listen to my music, even men listen to the music and actually feel like, yeah, maybe I need to be better than what I actually am. Or maybe I actually do need to find somebody and settle down and actually do right for a change.
And man, I'm glad you have brought that up. I know a lot of the women of color have been, being vocal about us
Mm-hmm.
men of color, stepping up to the plate. And you hear women, black women saying, we know that the role of man is important. We want to take a step
Yeah.
back to being the helpers, being the supporters, like you said, just stepping up to the plate. And like I said, as being of color, we have been categorized in all types of negative categories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's from, like you said, from cheating, being no good, lazy,
Everything.
everything. And
Yeah.
we have to change that aspect. And we know that it takes God and His Spirit to revive us as men of color to get us on that right path and really be the men that God called us to be here on the earth. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad you had that mindset, you had that passion, you had that spirit, because we need more of that. And it's going to take a village of us men, to come together, humble ourselves, man up, and be the men that God made us to be. So I'm glad you got
Yeah.
that mission statement. I know in the midst of recording, and I know you do a lot of music. So when it's your relaxation time, is your time to just wind down. What things do you do to relax?
Uh, Man, nowadays I really don't have no wind down time. I write though. I really enjoy. my downtime I enjoy writing. In this room I'm in now, I cut the lights off. I have like a little special light, and I got turn the speaker on, and I just play music and I just write.
Mm.
So I set that mood, all the time. It could be whatever time of the day, late night, 3 o'clock in the morning. Uh, so that's what I do on my downtime. In my iPad or notebook, I have notebooks full of music, and I just recently got an iPad because I was like, okay, I'm tired of writing on paper, so I just need to put in an iPad so I can always have that space. Um, so that's what I really do with my downtime, which is really not considered downtime because it's still considered working.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I love to do. Is write.
Man, that's what's up right there. So that's your sanctuary. That
Yeah.
time to reflect, keep writing. Because if you look at Pac, Pac was religious in the studio. They said Pac stayed
Exactly.
in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing up R. Kelly. R. Kelly, they say he had a couch in his studio because he stayed working.
Yeah.
So having that work after having that mentality, that's good. And just making it happen. My next question is, what is the number one thing that people don't know about True?
I had to think about that one too. I was like, this is something I want people to know. That people don't know because a lot of people that know me know. I mean, I'm an open book.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of stuff that I really don't do because I've always been affiliated with music.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people that see me and have been around me know pretty much a lot about me. If I can try to pinpoint one thing that people probably don't, I don't know. That's hard, man. Like just I guess people. I guess I'm very insecure about certain things.
Right.
I guess that some people don't know. A lot of people look at me like, oh, I'm just all this. I'm very positive and all
Right.
that person, but yeah, I'm insecure about a lot of visual things that people
Okay.
can see. So.
Okay, then that was I ain't want to put you on the spot with that. What they don't know.
Oh no.
I got a question.
Go ahead, Emo.
All right, go ahead.
So what's True's relationship status?
Oh, I'm single as can be.
Okay. Ladies,
Yeah.
True single and he can sing.
Hey, that's what's up.
It's funny. That's funny though, cause like I don't want to kind of make it put women in like in this category, but like women have come out the woodworks now. Like women that I have tried to approach in the past or stuff like that, they come out the woodworks now. I had a girl inbox me with send me a message on Snapchat, and I know I just knew in my mind that she knew I could sing and knew I've been doing music all my life. And she wrote me as if she never knew. And I'm like, ain't nowhere in the world you finna tell me that you not. So she was like, hey, I'm so happy for you, and I didn't know you could sing with a long N, a whole bunch of N's and G's.
Wow.
And so I'm like, okay, I know what. Okay, I see where we're going here. All right.
But you know what? And that's how it be. I mean, years ago, I had a friend. It was a female friend. She told me, never let a woman ride you. Said when she said that, if they weren't with you when you was in the building mode, and they went with you then, don't let them start riding your sis when you get up here and get elevated. That's when I want to come with you. If you weren't with me since the beginning, when I wasn't being noticed and people didn't know who I was, and I'm sitting here building this thing, why you want to ride with me now? You know what I'm saying? Don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's the same thing with me. Like I've always told myself, once my career started to kick off, if I wasn't with nobody or didn't have someone that I was like really just vibing with, I probably wouldn't right off when I start to actually get that success because I always know where that attention will be coming from. It'll be fueled from.
Right.
So if I'm me being single now, that's probably how it's gonna be.
I feel you on that. Like I say, I'm single myself, and like I say, I just love that time to reflect, focus on what's in most important, and then do see all other stuff come together. But like you said, they coming out the woodwork. They gonna come out the woodwork from that one. All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Right?
and they gonna come out the woodwork from that one. All right, so work ethic. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to working in the studio, how did you rate your work ethic?
Man, I'm something serious in that studio. Uh, but I wouldn't give myself a full. I won't give myself like on a scale of 1 to 10. I won't give myself a 10 because there's always room to grow. I don't. I would. I don't care how big I get or where my success goes. I still want to learn, and I still want to grow. Even if I could have been Michael Jackson. Now I still want. It's still more for me to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So I give myself maybe an 8. Because I like it just being me and the producer, the engineer, whoever they are. I like it just being us. I don't like nobody else in the studio with me. I like it just being just me, and I can just focus. I like setting the mood even there. Like I like lighting. I like dark vibes and like a blue light to like the whole. I like setting the mood in every aspect. Whenever I'm creating music, I like to set the mood before I even hop in.
Okay, then that's what's up right there. Then my next question is, and then also we're gonna play a little game. So we're gonna do a little word association. We're gonna do a little freestyle,
Okay.
a little stuff. So my next question is, and I ask this to our guests all the time when they come on here. If you Proverbs talks about a good name. A good name is better than anything. So at the end of the day, what do you want your legacy to be?
I guess that ties hand in with the impact. It's the same thing with that. I guess you can say. I want to be remembered as. Of course, everybody wants to be remembered as one of the greatest to do it. But I just want to be remembered as just someone that was just good at doing what he do. I don't necessarily have to be the greatest. Um, I just want to be remembered in that aspect. I want to leave everything on the table as far as my music and it making an impact on people's lives. I really wanted to really touch people in a different way, a way that we really need, especially in the times of now, because there's so much going on, so much negative stuff going on in just the country.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we need that light, and I want to leave a legacy as behind as being that light.
Oh man, and we do because, like I said, then the Bible said we are the light of the world. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be the light of the world. So you got to be where everybody know where to go in that right direction. We're gonna play a little word association. So any artist I throw out, what's the first name? What's the first name will pop up? I'm just gonna throw out one.
Okay.
All right, Michael Jackson.
Name something that's associated with Michael Jackson.
No, when I would throw the name, what's the first? When I thought the artist Michael, when I thought the artist name, what's be the first name that come up when I mention their name? Michael Jackson.
The first name to come up.
Yep.
It can be an artist.
Yeah, it could be an artist. Like it could be an artist like they style like legendary.
Michael Jackson. That's Michael first name to come up. Man, I like Beyonce. A lot of people a lot of people go back and forth about Beyonce, but I like. Yeah, I mean, I consider her legendary because I mean she's dope, man. Like she's an awesome performer. Like it's not too many I can say that can reach as far as a Michael Jackson status, as far as being a performer at a show. Beyonce is one of the ones that I can say that it's like a performer. You know what I'm saying? I could put in the same level with Michael Jackson as far as performing on stage.
Okay. My next one, I'm gonna throw out one. Music Soul Child.
Music Soul Child. Ooh. For some reason, I think about the first thing that came to mind was Anthony Hamilton. I don't know why.
Yes, they both have that neoclassic soul flavor.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind was Anthony. Like as soon as you said his name, as soon as you said music, I knew you were going to say Soul Child. So I just like Anthony Hamilton.
All right, I'm throwing another one out there. Chris Brown.
Usher.
I was just gonna say that one. The dancing and the singing. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, they've been, people been kind of butt heads with them over years anyway. They've been trying to compare them anyway. So
yes.
All right, I'm gonna throw out another one. I'm gonna throw out some couple producers. Dr. Dre.
Master P.
Oh, let's go. That was up. That was up. That was up.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this one. Speaking on that, if it ever came down to it, if you could do a collab album or a feature, who would the artist be and why? And not only that, who would be the producer of the album and why?
Okay. The producer of the album. Okay, I'm gonna say it right too. One of the writers I would have to have probably on the album, Neo. Gotta have Neo.
Okay.
And producer probably had to be somebody. I think Neo and Babyface will be good working together for an
album.
Okay. And somebody if I can do a collab with, it'd have to be Brandy. Like, I'm in love with Brandy, like literally.
Did you hear her new "I Want to Be Down" remix?
Yes,
2020
remix. That was like the whole time when she was rapping, I was looking at the screen like, oh my goodness. Man, Brandy, she's like, she's untouchable, man. Like, she's so dope. Like, people just don't understand. Like, you really have to pay attention to like these older artists and their longevity in the game and what they're still able to do now.
Mm-hmm.
And really be like, okay, they are like true artists. You know, Brandy, I think she's gonna be like 60 and she can still be relevant just because of her artistry.
Yeah,
and it would have to be Brandy.
And you know, music don't play out of style anyway, because you can still listen to that's the original version of that song. I think back in the 90s. I Want to Be Down. It still sound good.
It sound good. And her doing what she did for the BET Awards, people now are going to go back and want to listen to the original, so it's going to get back hot again.
Oh yeah, I ain't never thought about it that way. So everybody's gonna go back and listen. I ain't never thought about it that way. Another thing I'm gonna throw out there: I Am Truth. I'm putting your name out. I Am Truth. So what's the next name that comes to that one? When I mention I Am Truth, what the first name pops up?
The Weeknd.
Okay.
A lot of my music choice, my choice of music and vibe and kind of reflects a lot on The Weeknd. When his early days when he came out, the music that flowy, nice music.
Right.
I like music like that, so I can compare myself as far as my music as far as some of the same type of music he does.
Okay then, because I know that the song first came out, I Can't Feel My Face. You know, people were saying, I don't know if it's true or not, but they were trying to say he was talking about snorting powder in the middle of the song.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, because everybody thought he was talking about a woman, but they trying to say he was talking about snorting powder. But it was a good song. I mean, when it first came out, that's how it was.
To be honest with you, you never really know with these songs. They kind of be hidden messages.
Yeah, they do. And like I said, if you could work with any rapper, whether it's in the past, the present, or the past, we say the past or current. What rapper? Because we know a lot of R&B artists do a lot of songs with a lot of rappers, and we know some R&B artists do a little bit of rapping. Because R. Kelly was doing rapping.
Yeah.
At one point with his style of music. So, what rap artists would love to do a collab with?
Kendrick Lamar.
I knew that. I figured that. That's the first name popped up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So why Kendrick Lamar? Because that's the first name popped up.
I don't know. Kendrick is he's very different too. I love his energy that he brings to everything that he does. Especially his live performance. I love his energy. He's very lyrical. And so I think we would do something very well. Because I think what makes a song great is what both people can bring to a particular song. I strive to be very lyrical as far as R&B lyrics.
Okay.
So I would want somebody that's very lyrical to be on my song with me. So that the song can be complete all the way through and flow all the way through and not have no dead spots.
Okay, then that's what's up right there. And I know you have a big announcement. I know you have posted on your Facebook page. For those that's listening for the first time, let them know what the big news is and what's about to transpire in 2021.
Oh, well, I have I will officially be signed under Universal Music Group as a writer, and so that's yeah, that's big. That's big for me.
It
I
is.
never really thought that I would have gotten a call or about that. So for me to hear that and to know that I'll be, yeah, because like when I mentioned about Neo, him being a writer and him writing for so many different people, I always wanted to do that same type of thing. So I can't wait to really get into the industry as far as doing that because ain't no telling who I'll be writing for, ain't no telling what will happen, and I'm just ready for the relationships and to just network with people and just grow, man.
Man, congratulations to you. That's a big, no, I say, man, ain't a mean Brandy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
hey, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nah. Yeah. If I meet her, y'all gonna be the first ones to know. I'm gonna call y'all, and I'm probably gonna be crying and everything on the phone. Like I can't believe this just happened.
Hey, all things are possible for those who believe. So,
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I
I'm
mean
so
that's
believing that.
that's on my list. Like she is on my list. Like I be tagging her and stuff. Like I want her to know I gotta meet you.
awesome. Hey, that's what's up. You got to keep being consistent. Like, man, who is this guy?
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
like, okay. But like I said, we're happy for you. We're proud of you for what you're doing. You've been grinding. You've been putting in work, and you still constantly putting in work. And I love that about you because, like you said earlier, you said in your downtime, you still writing. You still want to
Yeah.
get better, and that's a beautiful thing when you want to get better and not saying, well, okay, I'm signed to a label now. I made it. But it's more to it. So that leads to my
Yeah.
next question. Do you see yourself owning your own label?
I don't see myself on my own label, but I do see myself something I do want to a company that I do want to have. 'Cause I have so many different ideas and so many different visions for stuff. Because I don't want to just be complacent. I want to invest and double everything. I want to be, what I'm saying. I want to look back and say I'm a $100 millionaire. Based off businesses and based off stuff that I've done to help the culture.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start my own artist development company.
Oh,
And I
congratulations
guess
on
that
that.
can
I'll
tie
speak
that
about
ties
that.
into the same thing about a record label. That could tie into a record label as well. But I do want to start my own artist development
Oh man, you know what? And that's good. And also be to educate
company.
up and coming artists. Because we know a lot of artists nowadays, and we're just gonna take it to it. A lot of artists, not gonna say a lot of artists, but some artists may come from a poverty background.
Mm-hmm.
and and we know some of these labels, man, they shady, they sharks. When they smell blood, they going after it. And that's what I love about P. Man, Master P was educated. He did a deal that nobody never even thought that he'd do. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
got a distribution deal. And how he took that and invested in No Limit. And now that he's preparing other artists to do the same thing, like own your music, that's your music, you should own it. But also what I want to say is educating these young up and coming artists who just, oh man, they offer me $1 million deal, I'm just gonna jump on it. But we know $1
Mm-hmm.
million back then was a lot compared to $1 million a day is like it could be more than
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So do you want to
Mm-hmm.
educate more the up and coming artists on the business side of music? Because we know, like I said, a lot of shady people out here in the music business, they try to get over if you don't know your stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, and that's my whole. That's why I say everything is divine. I believe it's divine purpose because everything that's happening to me for me now is happening in blocks. And it's stuff that I already had envisioned that I was younger. Like I always say, I wanted to have an artist development company.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just crazy that now I'll be working with Universal Music Group now and getting connected, meeting people, and learning the business,
Exactly.
and that'll help me for my business. So
Exactly.
everything is kind of falling in place together. Um, so that's why I honestly believe in everything happens for a reason and on its
Mm-hmm.
own time. And that's something that I do want because, like I was having a conversation before with someone. I actually made a post about it on Facebook about the streams and stuff like that. I know a young lady that just got signed to a deal, and she had one music video, and the music video had under 10,000 views, and they signed her based off just her soul talent, just what they wanted to invest in. Another person might have a million views on their YouTube video, and no one even still knows who they even are.
Mm.
That's just people just looked at a video and just that's it. No record label wanted to, I guess, invest in that and what they had going on. So as an artist, you have to make yourself marketable. You have to say our label has to look at you and be like, can we market you as an artist, not based off of just you think you can rap or you think you can sing, because that's not doing nothing for us. We can find it's 10 million singers a day coming out. So I mean, you just being able to sing is not going to be enough to cut it to make it into the music business. You have to be able to be marketable. You have to be able to have your own brand. You have to be able to be willing to learn the business and know a little bit about the business. It's a lot of different things that play hand in hand before you just want to, like you said, hop onto a record label. Like you said, $1 million. That's not really nothing. That contract might say you get $1 million, but it's not going. You're not going to read through it. It's not going to tell you what you owe the record label back.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll end up getting broke if your song don't break even. If your song don't break out and do nothing, now you owe the record label all this money that they already gave you in advance on.
Mm.
And that's how artists get broke every time. The same thing that happened with TLC.
Wow. And they want to educate on it. Because like I said, when Pete came out, you probably seen the interview, you probably haven't seen it, but he did an interview on Noriega podcast, and he was saying at that time, one of your artists you looked up to, still look up to, Michael Jackson, was the highest paid entertainer at the time. So Pete talked to Michael Jackson lawyer. And guess how much he paid Michael Jackson lawyer to talk to him?
How much?
$25,000. Just sit and talk to him.
Just talk to Michael Jackson, he paid $25,000?
$25,000 to talk to Michael Jackson lawyer. But Pete said at that time, you got to invest in yourself. But he told him what he needed to do. He said, get you a distribution deal. Don't get a record deal, get a distribution deal. Because it takes like 80-20, I think. But anyway, because Michael Jackson was getting all his money, and Mike was smart. Mike was smart. You know what I'm saying? Mike didn't go broke. Mike was smart with his money. Matter of fact, he owned the rights to the Beatles. That's how smart Mike was.
That's how, yeah. I mean,
So you always go to people who are already doing it. They're the ones you talk to. Like, man, he doing it. She doing it. That's what I need to talk to. How you did it. And he said, man, Mike Jackson lawyer told him, man, get a distribution deal. And like you said, because when people look at that, oh, man, they're going to offer me $1 million. Like you said, they don't tell you all the stuff that's in there. You have to pay all that money back because you want to get all that money back to what you put in. Because it's your talent, it's the gift that God gave you. So you deserve your just due to get all that you put out. So I tell you, yeah. So you gotta educate yourself. So.
Yeah, a record label is good. I mean, it's good and bad in some way. I guess like it depends on what kind of contract you offer. It's good as far as helping people that don't have the capabilities to actually go out and do it on their own. They need the help. And the record label will provide all that help for you. You know, a team, a manager, all that different stuff, they'll provide it for you. So it's good in that aspect, but you just have to look out for as far as okay, what you getting out of that. You know what I'm saying? If my song does well, am I gonna get paid fully for everything? Which with a record label, you're not, because you're gonna have to pay a percentage to everybody.
And you already know what they're gonna say. Well, we had to pay for the marketing, we had to pay for the promotion.
We had to pay for the marketing, we had to pay for your tour, we had to pay for your buzz, we had to pay for your clothes, we had to pay for all that stuff. That's what they're gonna want, all that, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, just if you get a record label, like I said, me being like, I still want to, that's why I say have your own businesses, have your own money flowing to where you can spend money for what you want or what you need to spend money on your own. And the record label just be a backbone to help you with stuff.
Right. And the real work, and people don't realize it, and I think some do, but some don't, the real work really come into marketing and promoting. That's where the work come in at. Some people don't want, they just believe like, okay, I just posted one time on social media and that's it. You just can't post it one time. You got to keep pushing it, get out into the streets. Because back in the day, before we had social media, before we had the internet, what we had? We had the streets.
Word of mouth.
Had the streets. You'll go out there, print up flyers. Anybody you seen, you will give everybody a flyer. If you had CDs, you let everybody, hey, this is me, this is, because that was the hustle then. Everybody was hustling to make it. But now, since we in the age of social media, people feel like, oh, I just post it on YouTube and I just post it here and that's it. No, you got to keep pushing it, because only way people gonna get behind you if you love your brand and they see you come to talking about your brand, pushing your brand, they gonna get behind it. That's my philosophy.
Exactly.
But if you just say put up that one time, oh, listen to this, and you're not excited about it, they're not gonna be excited.
And that's what people tell me all the time. The first thing people tell me all the time is they see how serious I am about my work. They see how I'm posting all the time on Facebook. They see how I'm posting everywhere. I'm always talking about it, and they see how serious I am about it. So that's the main thing that the producers and the people that I've spoken with in the music industry, that's the first thing they mention.
Yeah, because they looking. People watching. You may not think they watching, but people watching. They watching work ethic. They trying to see how consistent, how real you with. And once they see how consistent and how real you with it, people get behind you. You know what I'm saying? 100% because they see, okay, this brother's serious. This sister's serious about what they're doing. I know you have some music out. I know you got some music out on YouTube, of course. So you say you had a single EP to drop today, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations on that once again. So if it ever came down to you and the Brandy, so will you and Brandy do a full album together? If it ever came down to it,
I have to brand it, or if it be a rapper, probably Kendrick Lamar. It'd be either Kendrick Lamar and Drake that I do a full album with.
Okay. How many tracks would be on the album?
Probably 9.
9. Okay. That was up right.
If we can do a 9, if it be me, I'll do 3 of my own. They do 3 of their own. We do three together.
Okay, then that's what's up right there. So you got all that creativity going. Ahmed, so Emo, you have any more questions for our guests this morning?
Okay, I do have one question. So for your track that just came out last night today, what did you do to set the mood for that track?
Well, the EP, yes. The EP as a whole, or just one of the track? The EP as a whole?
The whole EP.
The whole EP. Man, like I said, I got in the space in my house. Turn off the light. Turn on. I got a little special light. I like to call it my sexy light. It be on the floor. I turn that light on, and then I got this big Bluetooth speaker. I turn that one on, and I just vibe with myself. I get it real quiet. I like to be real quiet and dark. And I have my iPad, and I just like vibing with myself. Now the song, I got 5 songs on the EP, and these actually are the first 5 songs I've ever written. So that's why I decided to put on the EP. Yeah. And people don't really know this. Like I've been doing music all my life, but I've been doing it as far as helping others in some form of fact. Like I did gospel in church. I'm a part of a band. I play drums. Also, I'm a musician as well. I play drums. So I'm in a band, and I've been doing that for like the last 3.5 years. But this is the first time I actually was able to do something for myself, as far as my own music.
Okay.
And I started doing this in July. So from July to now, that's been me.
Man, that was up. And once again, mention where we can purchase the EP, and where can we go?
You can get the EP on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon Music, everywhere. All music outlets, you can get it.
And most definitely will be supporting you and purchasing your EP, because we all about promoting and supporting one another. You know what I'm saying? Not just talk about it. A lot of people say, I support you, okay, but what action at? You know what I'm saying? I hear you saying I support you, but what action at behind it? So congratulations once again on your new chapter in your life with working with your group, future collaborations, your EP. Man, it's like you just doing it. I know you say you start off in the gospel as well. So you do currently do gospel at times also?
If I'm able to, yeah. I wouldn't be subjected to doing it. I would, but I haven't really done it. Like I haven't really sung really in the gospel in a couple of years, really.
Okay.
But that's just been based off the fact that I've been doing so much other stuff. I haven't really had time. But I still play drums in church.
Okay. And that's what's up right there. Like I said, man, God first in anything that you do. And I'll be out the box. You know, God give without repentance anyway. So we
Oh
know
yeah,
that God.
wherever I go, I'm always try to make. I'm always have to make
Mhm.
time at least on Sundays to still be able to be a part of church.
And that's what's up right there. So like I did, man, we do thank you for taking time out your busy schedule to be on Walking His Ways Impact Voice. You don't have to be a stranger to the podcast, man. You're welcome
Oh
anytime.
yeah, most definitely.
Do you want to sing anything for us before we get off the air?
Just a little song.
Yeah, I'll get the EP. I'm hoarse.
Oh, you're hoarse. Man, we do appreciate. We thank you, Troop, once again, man. We thank you for your energy, your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what God wants you to do. Make an impact, like you said. Make an impact on whenever you come in contact with. So while we ready to get off the airways, do you have any final remarks for the listening audience here on Impact Voice?
If you're trying to get into music, you're trying to break out with your music. Nobody's really seeming to uh give you really the time of day. My advice for that is just keep pushing. Before I broke out and came out and doing anything, I felt the same way. That's probably why I waited as long as I have waited to now. I was very insecure about certain things. I didn't really think I would be good enough to do it. But if it's on your mind, on your heart to really do it, all I can say is just go for it. I take all negative criticism as constructive criticism. That's the first thing. Don't be so fast to jump the gun when somebody doesn't like your stuff. Just take that as ask questions, ask why they didn't like it, and go back and fix to try to reach out the audience that you're really looking for. You're trying to reach.
Right. I know I was looking at this in the Bible last night. No, last night, yesterday. Anyway, I know it was yesterday. And Paul was talking about it's best to judge yourself before God do. And I'm glad you brought that up because you always want to be able to judge yourself. Like, okay, how can this be better? You get advice. Because the Bible said the multitude of counseling, there's safety. So y'all want to say, how do you think this sounds good? Where I need to treat? Well, some people, like you said, healthy criticism will tell you, well, this could be tightened up a little bit. This could be a little tweaked a little bit. You did good on that. I wouldn't change that. So that healthy criticism, it helps us grow. It helps us develop. And, hey, man, it's all about grind. You don't grind, you don't shine.
Exactly.
And like I said, man, we appreciate you once again. We're about to get ready to sign off here on Impact Voice Podcast. We hope everybody having a great Friday. The weather's nice here in Mobile, finally. This is my type of weather. We enjoy it like we can. Like I said, man, big shouts out to everybody who's doing big things here in the city of Mobile. This is my hometown. Like I said, man, y'all support one another, encourage one another. Man, y'all just support one another. We're gonna be back here on Impact Voice this Sunday. Matter of fact, I'm doing 2 podcasts. I'm doing 11 o'clock and I'm doing a 2 o'clock. So we're trying to push this brand forward. I'm like you, man. I'm constantly working and grinding and taking this brand to a whole nother level. And also I appreciate Emo with the news and stuff. So we're constantly putting in work, constantly grinding to take Impact Voice to the next level, staying consistent with it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Like I said, we appreciate you again, Truth. We want everybody to have a great...
I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem, man. Like I said, you're a guest. Could be a guest anytime. Don't be a stranger. And when you blow up, don't forget about us.
Oh, no.
Be like, man,
I got you, man. I got you.
Yeah, like, you got to talk to my manager. You get some people, man. You talk to some people, man, when they start off, and it's like when they get up here, and I understand it's protocol. It's the first thing they got.
Yeah.
You got to talk to my manager. You got to talk to my manager, which I know.
Well, I think sometimes I don't think it don't. You be surprised. It really don't be them. It be that's what they have to do. They have to be like, you got to talk to my manager.
Yeah, and I understand with scheduling because you got your schedule be full, so you got to go through the proper channels and say, well, let me get back with you. Make sure I ain't got nothing going on that day, and my schedules we make something happen. So I understand that with the whole managing and scheduling thing because the schedule do be busy. Because I don't think y'all get no sleep, do it? As an artist, do y'all get some sleep?
I got, matter of fact, as soon as I get off here with you, I got another interview, another at 12 o'clock. So
oh, man.
I got to hop right on another one.
Oh, man. Like I said, I'm not finna hold you up on that one. So, yeah, we finna hold you up. Like I said, we about to get off the podcast, man. We want to have a great Friday. Y'all be blessed, and we'll see y'all Sunday here on Walking His Ways Impact Voice. Take care, everybody.